This is early in the morning. Looking down the Rhone, across the upper Rhone Valley, the valleys. Already irrigating by spray. You can hear the roar of the water. I'll be quiet. That they have right where that woman's walking. There's a real intense stream going down. There's that intense stream that's flowing down through this town. This is Ausserberg, or Ausserberg in German, or Ausserberg in French. Stone roof. Right here in the town, there's a hayfield, ready to be mowed. I would say, sure, it's ready to be mowed. Instead of mowing things short like a golf course, they make hay almost everywhere, just not right up against the house, but often. There, this hay has been mowed by a walk-behind machine, and then raked. I'll show you how they put it in the barn. That's pretty nice firewood splitting and stacking. Between the houses there's gardens. You can see the soil's really good. All the water it would want. Right here in town, this is a gate. At the moment there's no water coming through, but that's a gate just like out in the field. Sometimes you can tell so much by looking in somebody's backyard. Those stones, or stattle stones they're called, and I'll show you more of them later on. There's their school. It must be because there's a playground right over there that you can sort of see. 1291 and 1991. This is a beer brewery, but the name of it is Sonnenbräu. Sonnen is a German word for bis. They become prouder of their bisses, well, they're more promoting than when I was here before. You can hear that bis right there. We're going to go up and look at it. Can't really look at that bis because it's covered. Sometimes they are, but you can hear the water roaring down through here. That looks like new construction. Slightly new. This isn't that. Underneath would be the stable in the old days, where they'd keep their cattle through the winter. We're moving up toward the church. And here's the church. And this is the post office. I was in there 12 years ago, 15 years ago. Very nice man. The graveyard. I guess you're only buried there for a certain period of time, and then they move your bones because space is short. And here, this building, it's kept in here almost like a monument to the town. I'm making this up, no one has told me that, but this thing is perfect. It's on stattle stones to keep the rodents from getting up in there. It's used for something, obviously, but underneath maybe. But anyway, it is a perfect example of a Swiss not farmhouse, but barn. I guess I'll call it a barn. It's perfect. And they know it, and they're proud of it. I'll go up above. Here's that building from the back. And just so you'd Oh, and there's hay that's been mowed. It's not dry yet. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to dry that. They may throw that in there in racks. And just to show that that's not that unique, you know, the whole town was and is built like that. Oh, there's manure. That's manure. That's the way they stack their manure. Sometimes the water is piped. You can hear it. A lot of times it's open as it goes down through this town. I gotta say that's unusual to see a chimney outside a house here. Maybe I'll walk a little faster to save time on the camera. Oh, there we go. There you can see that water. Now it's coming towards me. Notice they don't paint wood. Who in the world would ever paint wood? Street of the Lion, that was in French. This is in the German, Swiss German speaking part of Switzerland. There's a church bell. This is a little fancier, a good bit fancier hotel restaurant. If you want to stay higher up in the town, the view's prettier, more expensive. I love that little VW pickup. Boy, would I love to have one like that. VW van pickup. As I say, this is almost out of place because it's so fancy looking. But if you have the budget, the view is really nice. I'm going to go out the other side of town. Over there's the next town, Ausserberg, I think. These signs that say 2 hours and 50 minutes, Niewerk 30 minutes. I might go there. I think I will. That's a bis. It means new work, and they're very proud of that one because they restored it. Anyway, I think I told you earlier, there's Wanderwege all over Switzerland, and you're allowed to walk on them. You're encouraged to. It tells you how long it'll take you, and so many are on bisses. I wonder if those goats are enjoying seeing the sunlight begin to hit the top of the mountains. There are those goats posing. Here's hay to be mowed. This hay, I find it so fascinating. I think a lot of American farmers would look at that and say, well, that's weeds. I'm going to walk along a little faster now because I do think I'd like to try to make it to the Niewerk. Could be where all this water comes from. It probably is. This hay's just been mowed. Oh, I didn't show you how they put it in. There's mowed hay. And here's, I guess I'll call it hay waiting to be mowed. I mean, you may think I'm joking, but they're going to mow that by hand, and then they'll rake it down and clean it up. And they blow it currently. They blow it with a fan up into their little barns. Hopefully I'll be able to show you. there's the hay that they mowed. Looks pretty wet. But once they blow it into the barns, and often on racks, I think, they find ways to get it dry. Although I should admit, I'm not so sure about what that hay is over. That just might be hay that's laid over a mound of something. I don't know. Okay, I'm leaving the town. That's Visp. That's where you get the train to go up the valley to see the Matterhorn. Visp again. There's an aqueduct pipe taking the water across. Down there's a stone quarry. Well, where they harvest gravel out of the Rhone. Sometimes you'll see this. This is a settling tank for some of the gravel to settle out. Not often, sometimes you see that. Oh, we have cows up here. There comes or goes, probably comes, an older Bis that isn't carrying water right now, and there you can see where there was one, and the road is probably on one. A ruin. Pretty clear what happened here. It burned. Oh, knowing them, I'll bet they'll fix it up. Just that. I don't suppose that was a mill. I don't know. Now, I'm not so sure if I'm going to the right place. Ligern is a family name here. Edith Ligener was the hostess that I was not able to see here. Mu is mill. We'll see where it goes. That bell was just ringing and ringing. It's not ringing the hour. I'm pretty sure it's calling people to Mass. This is an extremely Catholic part of Switzerland. Forbidden. I think the gist of this is that it's strictly forbidden to dump any trash right here. And I guess people have in the past dumped some stuff. And here's a look down the upper Rhone Valley. I say upper, it goes way up, clear up to the Furka Pass, but this is the German part, the valleys. Just looking down the valley. I'm a good ways outside of Ausserberg right now. Afraid I'm scaring the sheep. And this has been a fairly steeply inclined access road to something. This, I'm not walking on a Bis for sure. Not now, but probably to one.